concrete blocks were first invented, first made in the early 1800s. Of course, concrete in its many forms has been around since the ancient Greek times. I believe that concrete was used in the manufacturing of the building of the Parthenon, if I'm not mistaken. You can go look that up. The first house that was built using concrete blocks was actually in Staten Island, New York, I think in 1837. But the actual formula of the concrete that we use today was pretty well refined by that time. And they used wooden frames to mold the blocks, in much the same way that bricks were made. In fact, in the 1860s, there was a company in Chicago that started to form concrete into shapes, essentially, where prior to that, you would see older homes that have been used stone carving techniques to create these shapes. Think of gargoyles and such, but this company in Chicago actually came up with ways to form the concrete into shapes and save a lot of time and money over stone carving. In fact, a lot of those structures that were built with those stones, there was a great fire of 1871 in Chicago. There are still some concrete forms that have survived since that time. So it's obviously became a great boon to construction when you could build a structure out of concrete blocks. Saved a lot of time, a lot of money in the construction phase, and because you weren't using wood for the main structure of the building, you had a lot less risk of losing everything in a fire. And we still use to this day basically the same kind of concrete blocks that were first invented in the early 1800s.